welcome back to the second channel. Got a little impromptu boat review slash river vlog. I just picked up this 2016 SeaArk Predator. It's an inboard jet boat, and go over some of the features of this boat in case you guys are just watching this video for info on this boat, and then also, you know, just do a little riding and see what it's all about. These are outrageously priced in my personal opinion for what they are, because like new, you're at like $40,000 for one of these boats, and I mean it goes up from there. The only reason I grabbed this is because it was kind of an unbeatable deal, and it's really in nice shape for a 2016. It's only got 39 hours on it, and it's only burned 140 gallons of fuel. Now you can find aluminum jet boats for, you know, 5, 6, 7 grand, and they're decent shape, but it's hard to find a 20-footer. This is a 2072, I guess they're known as, and it actually has a true 74 inches on the floor from edge to edge, standing room. So let's start up front, do a quick sweep tour. See, it came with a Lowrite Elite aluminum trailer, single axle. And as we go down the side, it's got some scratches and such, but you know, I was mainly looking for like the gunnels, if those have had any hard hits. These are a really well-built boat. Like, I'm sitting here saying they're too much money, but I mean, I couldn't build something this heavy duty for very cheap, I'm sure. So we're swinging around the back. I love that it has the swim deck. So everybody loves their outboards. I know, it's like the big thing. I still like an inboard. It's just, yeah, you can sit on top of this thing. You have no obstructions back here, and it's just more sleek. I don't know. Oh, here's the Mercury jet drive on the back. This has got a little kick plate. There's basically little fingers on the intake that I'll show you. And so if you get like leaves sucked up, whatever, step on this, and let me get you a look at that. So this is a tunnel hull. You can see how far the intake is recessed, and you see when you push that foot thing down, that's how you clear out your intake grate. I like that this comes with stainless steel bilge plugs, and you don't have to like go find them in your truck. They just stay in here. I see you actually can thread them out all the way. That's a nice feature, unless they rattle out going down the road. Should probably have a lanyard. Now continuing around, get some more scratches here, but you don't really notice it with the camo paint. I suppose it's the one nice thing about camo. Like, I'm not a hunter and a fisherman, but that is a big benefit. If you have a shiny boat, I mean, these would have been a major problem. You can barely even see them. So under here, we got some dents all the way back there. It's what happens out on the river. Where we live, we deal with deep water and then super shallow stuff. And I've always loved these boats when I see them, because I'm like, man, you could put a four-wheeler, dirt bike up here, whatever the heck you want. I mean, check out the standing room. But then I look up the price tag and I'm like, oh, never mind. You know, I get free boats all the time, where I spend $1,000 and do the same thing. Now, you know, this time we spent a little bit of money, so hopefully it runs good. Let's jump into the storage. I might be having like a little bit of buyer's remorse. I don't know. So you have a good amount of storage there. Hopefully, you know, at the end of the day, I'll turn this thing around for a profit. Fair bit of storage here. There's all dead space on both sides up on the bow. I believe that's just lined with foam in there. So you got one seat, that's the fuel fill, added fishing pole holder. We have our lights, the all-around and front nav light snapped in on the side. This is a live well. I don't know how well you guys can see all that. I suppose you could throw like a cushion up on here too. And the guy I got it from did add these pedestals for the extra seats he has too, that are not in the boat right now. I don't think that was a great location, because when the seats are there, you can't easily walk by. We got some fishing pole holders. This is the battery box. This is just more storage. And then underneath of that seat is another live well, which in my case would end up just being storage. We do have the oil tank. This is a 2-stroke V6, direct injected, 200 horsepower, the Mercury Sport Jet. And this is where he had dueling batteries in here for a trolling motor up on the front. So pop this hatch. When I was reading, these are fairly loud engines, and I can see why right off the rip. I mean, this is not insulated at all. Like, so that would be the first thing that I think should be done. It appears to be in really good shape. I've only heard it run on the hose. Should have probably water tested it first, but sometimes I just roll the dice. I guess I didn't show you guys the placard It's 10 persons or 1,310 pounds. As you walk around this boat, I mean, it is very sturdy. There's no flex anywhere. There's no wood in this boat. It feels overall, you know, very sturdy. You can jump up on this swim deck, zero flex. I like that. Length overall appears to be 20 foot and 21 if you include the swim deck. I think that's enough for the first ramble session. Let's hit the water, see how this thing runs. Quite a few other boats out. Everybody is striper fishing right now. Boy, that's sitting good in the water. And we are off. I got you guys on the chest cam, so hopefully it looks all right. You'll notice no cup holders. Like, these boats come super bare bones. Hopefully it fires right up, right? Woo, I think it will. Runs on. Oh, great. Probably not neutral. There it goes. All right, fuel injection, baby. Well, no going into gear, just open up that flap a little bit. We can get idling forward. Very nice. As I was saying, I mean, they just don't come with anything. Like, you go buy a pleasure jet boat, fiberglass boat, you're gonna get all sorts of nice amenities. This is more of a utility boat. Just sitting here idling, it's real smooth. No two-stroke smoke, as you can see. But you know, on an older vessel, that would be a bad sign. Make sure we're not taking on any water. Yeah, looking good. Reverse is kind of weak sauce. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, right out of the hole. Not gonna beat on it too much just yet. Let her warm up. And 29 mile an hour. This is a real smooth cruise at this speed. This little windshield actually does a great job keeping the wind off your face too. Steering wheel could use alignment, but it's tracking perfectly straight. Me was this engine temperature only at 84 degrees. I haven't really seen it come up, but I was just looking online, and apparently that's normal for these, anywhere from like 70 to 120 depending on water temperature and if you're wide open. Right now the water temperature is about 55. For no wake, we're doing 6 mile an hour, and you know, that's pretty reasonable. Tiny little wake coming off. Some of these guys would holler at you for that, but if the boats aren't rocking, you're not doing anything wrong. This is the entrance to Crosswicks Creek, and somewhere I really like to go. But as you can see, at high tide, airboat, no way. Regular boat, no way. In fact, this boat's going to be a no way as well. If we didn't have this, we could make it under. Like the airboat, you know, it's fun back there, but you can't never get under this bridge. But right here's another example where the airboat just doesn't work. I like to go in little tight channels, and you know, the airboat, you just suck these branches right into the prop, and the carbon fiber props for those are not cheap at all. You see, to get through here, we would literally just have to kill the engine. In this case, we can just, you know, motor right on through. This little nook that we're in is actually the end of the Delaware Canal on the New Jersey side. This goes all the way up to, like, you know, coal region. I guess it ends probably at Bull's Island, but time to head back, pick Jen up, and go hit a different spot. full shot in choppy water. See how it hooks up. Not bad. I don't know how well you can see it, but a lot of white caps out there. It's going to be a little too hard to land it with this wind on the boat. There we go. Just to give you an idea on the wind out here, like the drone's not on right now. You know, somebody commented that's not good for these. Apparently, it can overload the computer or something since it's not on right now. Look at these rollers coming at us. In case you guys can't see or hear. That's another nice thing about this boat is like it's really stable. Like even an airboat with these kind of little rollers coming, I mean the gunnels would be dipping real low, especially when the engine's up real high. That boat teeter-totters so much. It's really top heavy. Your max speed, because anything over, I mean, it's not designed for this, I should say, but anything over that, here's what happens. You know, you'll get it, but it's you're cavitating. As soon as it sucks up air, you lose all your speed. No prompt, no problems. Here's this big log we're about to hit. Didn't even feel it. Floated right over top.
It's my first time aboard.
Here's the peanut.
Oh, the awkwardest stand up.
What do you think, Gus? You approve of this boat? You got your little shark fin? Gus, you can run around on the boat. Come on, boy. You can do it. Yeah, you see, you have full reign of this whole boat. You gonna take a wee-wee? Break it in? It got windy upriver. Light caps appearing. Made it to your island, Gus. It's a little bit smaller this time, though. Yeah, the water's up high, yeah. Just drop it and light it. Got the kindling built in.
Gus.
Gus, you still alive in there?
Are you cold?
Come on, there's a fire, buddy. Almost looks like you're pregnant. squeezer. How's this guy holding up?
He's good.
You good, buddy? Not shivering. You like that zucchini, boy? That was delicious. We're gonna throw our lights in now, and I just noticed got a little LED light here. I went to show Jen, I'm like, look at this, and then it went off. Tap light, kind of cool. Gosh, we got some land here, almost. Yeah, little island. Marching through the marsh. We're at the end of June now. A little update on the SeaArk. Got somebody coming to look at it today. I bought it because it was a great deal, so I listed it at a higher price. And now today, if this guy wants to buy it where I can still make a little profit, hey, why not? Plus I had the airboat, which is a real junker, and the jet ski too. Like, you could have 4 boats for the price of what you have into one of these. Now, that's not to say it's not an amazing boat. It's just like I sold the Torino, the Kawasaki H1, and a few other items to be able to get this money up, this toy money. And this gator hide coating they put on here, it is great. It seems to be holding up really good, and it doesn't burn your hand. Like, I can hold my hand on there. It's still really hot, you know, being aluminum. But if you put your hand on anything that's not coated on this boat, you're instantly burned. I mean, the thermal coefficient of, well, aluminum and metal, anything metal is going to burn you really quick. So if you're looking at getting an aluminum boat, definitely like consider getting a coating or putting the mats down or what have you. You can just carpet anything. But anyway, this guy's on the way, so I'm going to go out for one last ride, make sure everything's all good, and have a good time. One thing I do love about this boat is how quick you can stop. That's it, you know. I don't know if you did it for full speed, if it would dive the nose under, but it stops really quick. Left of the old Mercer generating station, coal power plant that was over here. It's now warehouses. I actually did 3 videos on this place, but I've always been meaning to magnetic fish right along these, thinking, who knows, maybe the dockman dropped some cool stuff. Let's give it a go. Honestly, I'm more interested in magnetic fishing than regular fishing. I wouldn't really eat what's coming out of these waters anyway as part of it. If we're up in Alaska, heck yeah, why not? I got this big boy magnet. Let's see what we can do. guess the easiest way is just keep popping it up, dragging it across the bottom until you get something that feels like just mush down there. Now 30 minutes of fishing here, and that's all we got. Just some rust powder. I'll have to revisit that another time. There goes the boat. Kind of screwed up on getting that last clip, but anyway, it was a fun boat. So on to the next one. Appreciate you guys tuning in. See you in another one soon.